Hey everyone, you might be wondering, what do you do with your artwork when you want to save it for the next day and you're not finished with it, but it's the end of class? So I'm going to go over what you need to do to save your clay pieces for the next day so they're nice and ready to be worked on for the following day or after a weekend. So let's say you have a little piece and you're not quite finished with it and you want to continue. What you do at the end of class is you need to get a clay board, and it can be the one that you're working on, or it could be one that's smaller. It just depends on if you want to have your own board with your own bag that you're saving just for you and you're not sharing. If you want to share and use a bigger board, then you can definitely fit with other students at your table multiple pieces on one board if they're pretty small. So first decide if you're sharing or not, and then get the appropriate sized board. If you're sharing, then you guys can get a paper towel, a spray bottle, and just make sure you've sprayed it a little bit. Make sure it's nice and loose. You don't need to wrap it up. In fact, wrapping it makes the paper stick to the clay. So just make sure it's nice and loose on top and that they are all sprayed. And then this is just the first step. You need to then put it in a bag, or else the paper towel will dry and it'll be dried out the next day. Now there's two different bags. Some of the bags are clear and these are a little bit smaller, and some of them are garbage bags, which are nice and big. So I would say for this size board, you can probably, if your pieces aren't that big, you could probably use the clear bag and you just slide it right in and tuck the edge. If there's a little hole like this, it's not a big deal, but if there's a couple big holes, then get a different bag, or if there's one really big hole, okay? And I would say at that point you could probably just throw that bag away, but this one's not really going to impact it too much. Once you've wrapped it up, then you're ready to go put it inside the cabinet. It goes in your cabinet depending on what period you're in, and then also the table color. So if you're at the blue table, period 4, for example, you gotta make sure you put it in the right spot. So make sure you put it in the cabinet on the shelf that says blue and in the cabinet that says period 4, for example. All right, good luck.